All right, everybody, we're gonna get started. Let me see your hands up. Great work. Now we're gonna hit the mat. Ready and go. All together. Faster, faster. Drum roll and freeze. Wonderful. Let's stand up. Now I want to see your big muscles. Let's see those big muscles. Repeat after me. I am strong. Great job. We're gonna put our hands on our hips. I am brave. Lovely, and we're gonna do our thumbs up and let's say, I can do this. Nice job, guys.
We have a basketball hoop hanging over a door here. He would drive me nuts playing basketball in the house. I wish I could hear him banging on that door again.
We just didn't see it, you know.
Welcome back to KP News. My name is Kieran Patel, and I'm here with an exclusive update on a local story that has blown the minds of the community over recent days.
To describe Kieran, we always would use the word witty. He was always wanting to make people laugh.
Lit up every room he was in. He made everybody smile. That's, all he wanted.
He was the middle child. They were all there for each other, and especially as they got older, I think that Kieran matured a lot, especially once my nephew Liam was born. Kieran was 10 at the time, and you could see like he started to gravitate towards wanting to be with Liam and, you know, help him because he has apraxia, so, you know, he couldn't speak.
Good job. One more. Good job. You did awesome, buddy.
Playing basketball was his life, though. It would be middle of summer, and he'd want to go walk to the basketball court and play basketball. So working with Liam, he came to the realization that he wanted to be the guy to give these kids the opportunity to shine. So when he was coaching, it wasn't only about winning. It was about being a better person, being a better teammate, and getting the opportunity to do what you love.
So my name is Mighty Mike. We're here to have some fun today. We got some great coaches here to work with you guys. High energy. We're gonna do a great job. We're gonna work hard. We're gonna learn a lot about basketball. But most importantly, what do we have? Big word, begins with an F.
Fun!
Fun, there we go. We're gonna have some fun today.
We are at Magic of Inclusion Camp. This is the 6th season that we're hosting it in partnership with Down South the Stigma. That camp brings in all abilities. We open it up for families that otherwise would not be able to do a full week of camp, but we do a half-day clinic with instruction, special instruction from Down South the Stigma and our TMBA coaches, and they know how to work with all abilities and how to develop skills.
Our nephew Liam was at Morning Star, it's a school for kids with special needs, and my sister-in-law got an email about the inclusion camp last year. My wife went with her.
I watched the camp and I'm like, man, you know, he would have been so good at that. Being with the kids and seeing like that smile when they like make that basket and just having that impact on them. And we just want to make sure that even though Kieran can't physically be here to do that, it's as much of an impact as he still can have on the future kids.
My wife got in touch with some of the folks over there, and after talking to a few people along the path, we got to all the right folks, and well, luckily able to help out.
They wanted to honor Kieran Patel as he was always an advocate for inclusivity. They wanted to provide this fund to give a relief to all the families who participated in this camp and cover all the cost of the registration fees for them to participate.
We didn't want any barriers to getting the kids to do this kind of camp. And if one of the barriers is financial, if we can swing it, we'll absolutely love to sponsor it every year.
Us providing that opportunity in Kieran's memory, because he did feel like everybody, deserves a chance. Kieran did have anxiety and depression, but it wasn't something that was not manageable, because there's a lot of people that have anxiety and depression. The issue was the circumstances that he was in.
At his age at 22, it's not easy going from living at home to being married, having an apartment, and it's not an easy transition. So there was a lot of stress involved with that. Looking back, we realized that he probably had anxiety and depression longer than we realized. He'd come home and sleep after school, and we assumed that's just what most kids do, right? They're tired. Over time, we saw that kind of progress, and it's not until hindsight that you realize this has been going on for a while. We had been helping him cope unknowingly.
He died by suicide. He thought he was weak, but really he was stronger than all of us because he was feeling in such a bad place about himself and everything around him. He just really believed that the world would be better off without him. Yet he could come and spend time with family when he did and make everybody laugh and smile, and you had no idea. Like, he just still exuded like this joy. That takes such strength to be treated the way he was treated and still be able to go out and make other people feel better, work with kids, make them feel like they're so great. And then he just couldn't anymore. So yeah, he passed away on a Wednesday morning. And it was just very shocking because we just did not expect that at all, So. This is his baby board book. I made this for him when I was pregnant. And my sister drew Snoopy because I cannot draw, but that was Kieran's baby theme, is Snoopy. This was mine when I was younger, so I gave it to him, and he'd be like, "Oh my gosh, you're telling people this out loud." He did sleep with these up until the last night. This hoodie I gave to Kieran for Christmas, his last Christmas. And he loved it because I was like, "When do you see Snoopy in basketball?" And so I bought it for him, and he wore it a lot in the time from Christmas until he died, which was like a month. But he ended up, we couldn't find it after he passed, and I was very upset because I was like, where could it be? And I guess what happened was the last day that he worked at the clinic, he took it off, I guess, and he left it there, and nobody had noticed. And so I think it took 2 months before we found it. So I was so relieved that we found it. And I decided to make a tattoo of the Snoopy and basketball for him. So this is very special. So I actually do sleep with this and those every night.
Paolo, Kieran Patel, learned at Magic HQ. 33 points, 15 rebounds, both of those career highs. What do you make of this game, seeing that it's your best individual performance of the season?
Love the Magic, too. My brother used to take him to games a lot. Well, he would take, sometimes with the boys, but Kieran was the one that was really into the Magic. And so sometimes, because my brother's a season pass holder, they would have, some special events, so he would take Kieran. Something on social media he had seen where Orlando Magic HQ had put out something saying they were looking for writers. It was just volunteer. They had to submit a sample. So he wrote something, and so they took him on. And at first he was just a writer. So he wrote several articles. And then I guess, Orlando Magic HQ was still very small at that time. And then they were starting to expand where they were able to get a press pass. And so then they sent Kieran. This was Kieran's first Orlando Magic jersey. So obviously it's small. I think he was around 9 or 10. And all his media, some of his media passes from when he was reporting. This is a screenshot from him doing the podcast. And this was his first day media reporting. My brother has season pass tickets, and he was in the section right next to him. So he was able to take a picture of him. But this was where, he was on Instagram showing how, he was finally, he grew up and he was able to be on the floor, reporting, and not just in total awe. Steph Curry is doing the crane or whatever they would say. He loved, like, once he would go to the game and then he would do the interview. He was so knowledgeable that I was saying to my husband that when he would write, I mean, I knew some stuff about basketball, but he wrote it in a way that was easy for people that really didn't know the jargon and everything, that you could still understand the game and learn something from it, reading it. And he was just so good at it. Like, and he always like wrapped it up with like that special, you know, like closing kind of thing at the end. Like he just had that knack. He was so excited. He didn't even care that he wasn't getting paid for it, you know. It was the fact that he was able to share like his voice.
We relished every minute hanging out with him when we did. He did hide a lot of his emotional troubles from us. I wish he didn't. I wish we saw what was going on. That's something we'll have to live with.
Men, they struggle and they don't feel that they can say anything. How to help bring the feeling of like, it's okay, you can tell someone. I know that he wouldn't want other guys to go through the same thing.
I want to get rid of the stigma of talking to somebody. It's not a bad thing, it's not a sign of failure, it's not a sign of weakness.
We want that spirit of Kieran believing in every child and that there are no limitations. You know, somebody's always believing in them.